Hello YouTube, Ncaa31 here. Finally getting around to this, doing my a little video breakdown of how I'm running my Flexbone offense in the OS Elite PS3 online dynasty. I've gotten questions about it, what playbook am I using? Why the heck am I running a Flexbone offense? Blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. So I decided to do a little basic breakdown of the method to my madness here. Can't say that I can take full credit for this. Over at ncaastrategies.com. It's really a great website. Adult people, not really, I should say mature people, talking sim football, talking football strategies and how to apply real life X's and O's as best we can in a sim video game, football, setting. It's really a lot of fun. You can find 50-page threads on the Flexbone option, the spread option, the air raid, pro style offense, one gap defense, over under defenses. This is a lot of fun. Really a great site. But anyway, over on that site, a guy by the name of Saluki Fan, who is an old school, run and shoot guy, kind of like myself. I love the run and shoot offense. War Moon is my favorite quarterback of all time, for crying out loud. And it's one of my favorite offensive systems in football. Came up with an idea of how to blend a couple of various offensive styles together by incorporating, classic old school under center double slot run and shoot principles with some wing T flavor, along with some Flexbone option principles as well, to come up with what he called the shoot bone. Part run and shoot, part Flexbone wishbone offense. And basically, the way this offense is incorporated is by using the Flexbone normal as basically an under center spread formation. Using the 4 wide receiver package here with Deontay Thompson, Hammond, Dubose, Rainey as my X, H, Y, and Z, and Jeff Demps as my super back in run and shoot jargon. And that's my base formation. You can run. I'll show you a couple of base plays that you can run from this set and how to branch it out from there. And I mainly use the close. Think of this as a shotgun, bunch or ace bunch formation. Normal, trips left, trio right, trips right, slot left, slot right. And I use the other formations just based on, I'll use twins over occasionally. And the other formations are used for, goal line and clock killing purposes mostly. Or if I have a tight end that has to see the field, he's just too good to waste on the roster, I'll use wing trips, split formations as well, but the concepts remain the same. Going to go over the most basic run and shoot play, the basic core staple of the offense, if you will, the 60 go. And one of the things that you need to get over as far as thinking of the Flexbone as a passing offense or a limited offense for throwing the football is there's nothing that you can't run from this set, 2x2, or any of the trips and trio sets that you can run from a traditional quote-unquote ace spread or shotgun spread formation. When Mouse Davis invented the offense, he employed the slot backs as slot wide receivers and also as running backs who can run sweeps, reverses, end arounds, trap plays, as well as catch the ball in space, kind of like the Percy Harvin role that the Gators used to use Percy Harvin in, a little bit of a do-everything kind of player. And then you have your traditional split end and flanker, and you have your super back, who's your primary ball carrier. In this set I have Deontay Thompson, Moore, Dubose, Rainey, Demps in the game, and This is how 60 go will look out of this formation with no adjustments. You have X running a clear out along with Z deep clear outs. You have Moore, your H receiver, going with quick motion to create a trips right, and he will run a stop, skinny post, deep post option route, and the Y receiver will run toward the flat, and this play is just a basic flat seam read. You see what level clears. If the defense fails, if the defense runs with the seam receiver, you hit the flat. If the seam receiver clears, you just read the option and throw the ball accordingly. Let's take a look at more there. Quick motion creates trips. He clears a flat defender, raises his hand to say hit me. Brantley throws it right in there. And from this set, I can create a bunch of different looks just by looking at what the defense is giving me. I see the corner playing off on the right, so I'm going to go out pattern, quick hitch. I'm going to hot route Demps to block to the left. I see an overload there. Bad throw, right read. With that play, I just basically created, with a couple of hot routes, with a couple of adjustments, I created Z option, 60 Z option. Option route seam, I adjusted the receiver, the Z receiver to run an out. And there you go with the hitch. If I want, I can keep him here. I see two deep safeties. I'll send him straight down the seam. Threw the ball too early, but you get the idea.
Let's go. Green 48. Green 48. Black, 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 black. Viper, viper.
You just read the D and you throw the holes.
Check, 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 check.
Oops. That was bad. I don't know what I was doing there.
Blue 80.
Now you're probably asking yourself, well, Ncaa, what's going to happen when people see motion all the time? They're going to, anticipate pass and just key pass. What do you do then? Well, off of that kind of motion comes a whole series of plays that you can run. You can run triple option, you can run wing back misdirection, dives, wing back toss, full back dive, load option, speed sweep, all based on short quick motion. To get your players out in space. $60 choice. Branching off a 60 go a little bit. Same formation. You have X running a slant, post flag stop combo. You have H going into motion trips, running the same combo routes that he had in 60 Go. Y is running a shallow in, and Z is running clear out deep. Let's take a look at Deontay Thompson there. 60 choice. Deontay reads that there's no safety in the middle of the field. He can cut in. And you bang the option route.
Ready. Green 48. Green 48.
Oh, got popped there. Let's go back to Deontay Thompson there. This time he recognizes that there's a safety in the middle of the field, and watch what he does. This is where the awareness rating is going to come in very handy for your receivers running these routes. If you want to employ this offense, I would advise having your highest awareness receivers be your X, your Z if you flip the play, and your H. He sees the single safety in the middle of the field, and he breaks his route off of the corner. I threw the ball. That is a prime example of what happens when you anticipate and don't wait for the receiver to make his break. And this is probably one of the downsides of the run and shoot offense. The quarterback has to hold the ball a little bit longer than he normally would in a air raid or a West Coast offense, because in those offenses you know where the receiver is going to be. In this offense, you got to hold and wait, because if you anticipate wrong, this happens. Deontay did the right thing. Well, I thought he was going to go in. I should take that back. He did the wrong thing. I did the right thing. Middle of the field is wide open, and I thought he was going to go in, but he goes out. And a turnover almost results. And that would explain why Mr. 55 awareness. So Deontay brain cramped on me on that one. Let's run that play again. And this time I'm going to take the thinking out of his hands and just let him go deep. So those are two just really basic plays to give you an idea of how the offense works, what you can do. And I'll go into greater depth in it in future videos down the road. This is just a brief little sampling. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!